So Jordan, I think it was after your first made three in the third quarter, you kind of held your follow through for a second, turned to the crowd and said, obviously I can't say it in this setting, but said, this is what we do. Take us in that moment. What did you mean by that? And do you feel like this team is starting to create some of that third quarter magic again?
Yeah, I think we just had a really good we're on the roll. We had some momentum going, and you just try to bring all the energy that you can, get the crowd involved, especially against a really good team like that. You need every competitive advantage you can get. Guys locked in. We had a tremendous game plan, and we just got a really big win tonight.
Jordan, did you ever think you were going to get an assist from E40 at this arena?
He let me know about it afterwards too, so I told him that was his bucket right there. He ain't never scored an NBA bucket, so there it is.
When did you kind of really feel yourself turning it on? I know you didn't have any in the first quarter, but then that second quarter slowly, that third quarter obviously exploded.
Yeah, just trying to get my guys easy shots early. Get guys like Klay going, Dante, JK, Draymond, get those guys going earlier in the game. So they got a rhythm in the second half, second quarter, and then just be ultra aggressive. Second quarter a little bit, third quarter coming out of the half, and trying to separate our lead a little bit or catch back up, whatever the circumstance holds. But just being aggressive and trying to get easy buckets and momentum and get out in transition. And I think we're finding a really good space right now. We just got to continue to keep going.
What have you just thought about Klay and what he's done for you guys over this stretch? And tonight he had a career high 11 rebounds.
I think Coach challenged him earlier on today just to be more aggressive on the defensive end in terms of getting more rebounds, coming in to crash. In the last, I think, 3 or 4 games, he's been tremendous at coming back, getting rebounds, getting the ball pushing, and it's getting us out in transition. But we obviously know what Klay brings to the table each and every night, and he did a really good job of getting us going early, keeping us in the game. I think he had 12 points in the first quarter. So just allowing him to be himself, get him some good looks, letting him be aggressive. He's dangerous, and he had a really big shot. I think to tie the game 63 all or something like that in the third quarter out of a timeout. So we know what he's capable of, 66, yeah. We know what he's capable of, and we need him if we want to continue to keep winning games like this.
Jordan, I know it was kind of a slow first half, but obviously you got going quickly in the second half. I don't know if it's a number of shots or feeling, but how quickly can you kind of tell that you got the hot hand and it's time to let it fly?
Well, earlier on in that first quarter, honestly, I'm just analyzing the coverages, seeing how the defense is playing me, seeing how they're playing other guys. Knowing this year that I'll be on the ball a lot, being able to be aggressive, create shots for my teammates and myself, I can kind of read more, analyze more throughout the course of the game. In the first quarter, second quarter, I'm still trying to see what the defense is doing, and in the third quarter is kind of when you try to be aggressive and attack it, and try to put the other team in different coverages and see how that turns out.
Last couple games, you guys defensively have gone to kind of more complex schemes. You really blitzed Lillard tonight, kind of sagging off Russ. Has it felt, just kind of as a player, more playoff level game plan-y defensively?
Yeah.
How beneficial has that been, and how much do you feel like that has kind of cranked your guys' focus level up defensively?
Yeah, I think it was a focal point that we talked about in film session where we were going over our coverages is just kind of be ready for everything because we know that, coverages change, matchups change, game plans change every single game in the playoffs, and, being able just to try to get that experience now lead us up into the back half of the season has been huge for us, and guys have been locked into the game plan, and the coaches have been bringing an amazing game plan for us and laying it out so that we need to, just go be aggressive and attack on the defensive end. We just got to keep it up. Honestly, we got a couple big wins, but we still got a long way to go.
You had 2 steals tonight, but also like a handful of deflections. As you develop defensively, like how important is reading those passing lanes for you?
Honestly, just trying to be solid. You kind of got to feel it out throughout the course of the game. We know Russ wants to get downhill and he wants to get to the basket. So if we can, change his handle a little bit or, try to send him in a different direction to the help, just be aggressive with the ball pressure and just try to be more active. When we get steals and deflections, we get out in transition. I think we're a pretty dangerous team when we get out. So slowly but surely learning and, just trying to get better.
29 points off turnovers you guys got tonight. How much, I want to say more fun, but how much easier, how much is it easier to dial in the defense when you see what it does for the offense?
I think it's something that we've been trying to preach all year, that both of those ends are connected. And when we start getting stops and we start getting contests and finishing the play with rebounds, we have so many people who are dangerous in transition. Klay and Dante, Draymond, and JK. So we just got to get stops, get out and run. And when we get our energy going and shots are starting to fall and we're starting to play team basketball and move the ball, we're pretty dangerous.
It looked like after you got teed up, like you got hit another level. Is that connected or is that coincidental?
I was actually talking to one of the coaches on the sideline about that. Definitely got, I don't want to say me personally, it felt like it got us going as a team. With whatever that means. We just, went on a run after that, but I don't know. Sometimes you got to just get that out.
Hey, Jordan, I don't think you missed a game since you came back from the health and safety protocols a couple years ago.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have missed those 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you talking about COVID last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have missed those.
Oh, really? Okay.
I felt fine.
Well, anyways, you still got a pretty solid streak going. I mean, how much pride do you take in just making yourself available every night,
Honestly, it's just a competition between me and Loon at this point. We're both just really hard-working guys from the Midwest. We don't like to miss work, so try to come in every day and be available for the team and have our durability. But he played all 105, I think, last year, so I'm trying to beat his record.
And I've seen you warm up at the same time as him before. Is that an every game thing? Is that something that has started up this year? Did you
Yeah, I just told him don't be missing the shots when we on the court at the same time. He'd be missing shots and he'd be hitting my ball in the warm up. So I told him cut it out. So sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It just depends on the schedule.
Do you feel like with 19 games left, everything is kind of starting to finally click? You guys are 3 games above 500.
I'd rather us continue to try to just keep learning and keep searching for games like this. Kind of just use this momentum to find ways to get better. We know we got a pretty tough stretch coming up. So just trying to get everything in how we can with these 19 games left, put ourselves in a really good position to make a playoff push and just stay aggressive and fight until we get our entire roster back and guys get healthy. And I think we know how dangerous we are when we're all healthy.